Sui has already surged over 460% in the last year, and many are asking whether there is still room for more growth or if it's about to flatten out. Well, in this video, we will provide you with 10 reasons as to why we believe Sui has the potential to 10x from its current price point of $3.49. Remember, nothing in this video is financial advice, purely my own opinion and based on my own research. Do not invest in anything you can't afford to lose. Use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable, and be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, leave a comment with any questions whatsoever, and be sure to follow us on Twitter, @Gems for daily crypto content, and check out our website for frequent guides, project reviews, articles, and everything crypto related. Friends, let's jump straight into the video. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're officially on the website of the Sui network, which is sui.io. We've got the official X page, which is @Sui Network. Give them a follow and turn on the notification bells to stay up to date with everything regarding their network and all the ecosystem updates. Now, in this video, my friends, as I said, I am going to provide you with a list of 10 reasons as to why we believe the Sui token can pump over 10x from its current price point. Now, I am very bullish on the Sui network. I have been for the last year, and over the last year, as we can see on CoinMarketCap, it is up over 469%, of which it has now reached over the $3.50 price mark. It looks like it's going to break its all-time high once again, and it looks like we are going to be pumping throughout this bull run, in my personal opinion, and therefore that is why we wanted to give you a list of 10 reasons. Now, in my opinion, guys, I think there is so much more room for growth, and I'm going to list you all those 10 reasons right now. Remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm not a fortune teller, and therefore I cannot predict the future. However, I personally believe by being able to list 10 reasons is a good reason as to why it could be a good hodl in your portfolio, and of course take that with a pinch of salt. But after we go through the 10 reasons as to why we believe Sui can 10x from its current price point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some rough price predictions as to exactly where I see the Sui token going in the bull run. Nonetheless, my friends, why don't we begin with the first reason as to why I'm bullish on Sui and believe that it can 10x? Well, first and foremost, why don't we keep it simple? And that is the cheap speed network that Sui is itself. Unrivaled speed coupled with low predictable fees means costs stay down when demand goes up. So as you can see with the chart down below, no matter how much the transactions are stacking up on the network, and no matter how many users are on the network, the transaction fee will always remain roughly the same. As you can see, guys, it will cost a fraction of a cent, 0.001 cent or below, and that is absolutely outstanding and exactly what we would need in extreme bull market conditions. Down below, we can see that Sui facilitates 297,000 transactions per second with 400 milliseconds for time to finality. Wow. Guys, this is probably one of the most efficient networks out there, and in my personal opinion, this is exactly what we need in the world of crypto, especially if we are going to see mass adoption. Now, this is one reason as to why I believe in the future that the Sui network is going to be a thriving network more than it is now. And now let's move on to the second reason as to why I'm bullish on Sui and believe it has the potential to 10x. And this is actually going to be the developer activity. Now, my friends, on the Sui network, the developer activity has been on the rise. We can see they've got 202 full-time devs according to developerreport.com. They've got 1,108 monthly active devs. And if you scroll down, my friends, you can see all the charts regarding the Sui developer activity. You can see that on the monthly chart, my friends, it is consistently on the rise. Although we have seen a slight drop down, my friends, we can see that all in all, since its inception, it has done nothing but climbed and climbed and climbed. And if you take a look at the developer types, so full-time developers, part-time developers, and one-time developers, you can see that we have got a lot of full-time and part-time developers consistently using the Sui network. As for the active developers by tenure, you can see that on the chart on the right-hand side of it. And all in all, you can see down below, my friends, a huge increase of developer activity across the board when it comes to the Sui network. Now, in my opinion, guys, this is a key signal as to why I believe that this is going to be a huge reason for Sui to 10x. And that is because more and more and more is being built on the Sui network. And that will be new applications ranging from GameFi to DeFi to SocialFi, whatever it may be, guys. Developers are now building on the Sui network, getting ready for a huge user base because that is what they believe. Now, generally speaking, guys, when you see developers building, that is when the users will start to flow after. And the way it tends to work is the network will set up, then we'll have the developers saying, hey, that network looks amazing. For example, when we had competitors to the Ethereum network, such as Solana, they saw that the Solana network was extremely cheap. So we saw a lot of developers flood over to Solana, and then they started building. Next thing you know, we saw the users flood over because the developers had built something special. In my opinion, the same thing is happening with Sui. We're going to see a flood of users once we see the developers build some special applications, of which there is already some to use. Now, this is the second reason, and a very important one that I would consider doing a research on. Nonetheless, why don't we move on to number 3, which ties in exactly with the developer activity, and that is the Sui ecosystem. Now, friends, at the moment, there are over 86 projects within the Sui ecosystem, some of which are fantastic, some of which are very new and I've never even explored before. However, consistently, we are seeing new protocols join the ecosystem. Now, these are all protocols built native to the Sui network, my friends. You won't see many EVM compatible protocols on here, although there may be a couple. You'll see many huge ones, in my opinion, on the Sui network, such as Navi, of which we have a YouTube video on our channel. If you scroll down, you can see the Pyth network, which is a multi-chain oracle. We've got many other protocols such as World Beyond, Node Infra, Surf, Chainbase, which we've already covered an airdrop tutorial on our YouTube channel, Capsules, Move Studio IDE, Scallop, Mirrorworld, Abex Finance, Splashdsh. Guys, you can see where I'm going with this. We've got the OKX Wallet, OKX Dex, and OKX NFT Marketplace, all of which we've got covered on our YouTube channel as well. The OKX Wallet is a superb choice of wallets of which you can connect to multiple networks, including the Sui network. Nonetheless, guys, what I'm trying to get at is the amazing ecosystem that Sui has right now is doing nothing but growing, and that is tied to the developer activity. And therefore, I personally believe we're going to see way many more cool decentralized applications that we'll be able to utilize in the very near future. So, I'm going to leave this one short and sweet, but my friends, I highly recommend checking out the Sui ecosystem if you have a Sui wallet. Even if you don't, guys, you might have some good fun and find something you like. It is just consistently growing, and in 2025, I probably assume that these projects will double. However, I could be completely wrong, but let's move on to the next reason as to why I'm bullish on Sui. And this will be the fourth reason, and that is the TVL, also known as Total Value Locked. And in a nutshell, for those who don't know what TVL is, it is a value of which adds up the entire value of staked or locked assets on a particular blockchain, and this is essentially the Sui network. So we can see the Sui network has got a TVL of $1.63 billion according to their website in November 2024, although it might have declined a slight bit. And as you can see down below, alongside that, we've got 28.4 million accounts conducted with 6.7 billion transactions. Now, guys, this isn't a tiny little layer 1 blockchain that we're looking at. This is the Sui network, which has accomplished over a $1.63 billion TVL, of which competes with many other networks. And over on DeFi Llama, although these aren't completely accurate, or this might actually be the accurate TVL of the network, we can see that according to DeFi Llama, it's got a TVL of $1.46 billion. You can see the stablecoins market cap, the volume for the Sui token, and all of the top protocols which hold the majority of the TVL in the Sui network, of which you can see the Navi protocol, the Sui Lend protocol, Cetus, Scallop, Aftermath, Haydao, and you see where I'm going with this. Therefore, my friends, if we go back and take a look at all the overall chains on DeFi Llama and you scroll down, you'll see that Sui has the 9th largest TVL out of all the blockchains available here, whether that is layer 1 and layer 2. Now, in my personal opinion, my friends, this is absolutely outstanding, and they are just about to catch up with Avalanche, and then who knows, maybe they might beat Arbitrum and many other networks. But you can see they are climbing the list, my friends, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. And this is one key metric that I like to look at in order to conduct my research as to the popularity of the Sui network. However, let's move on to the fifth reason as to why I'm bullish on Sui and believe it could very well 10x. And that is very simply the narratives, my friends. Now, in a nutshell, what I'm saying by this is that it's a layer 1 blockchain. Now, a layer 1 is going to be a narrative of its own, in my personal opinion, that will consistently last through the bull run. Layer 1s are the foundation of everything that we use in the world of crypto, especially when it comes to decentralized applications and trading native tokens. Therefore, I believe that the layer 1 narrative is a key narrative to look out for. Not only that, guys, but Sui focuses on the GameFi narrative. And how is this? Well, I'm going to show you this shortly as well, but we've got their very own handheld console, of which I personally believe is going to dominate the GameFi narrative. Also, the Sui network would be a perfect network for finance, as it is extremely cheap and extremely fast, and therefore businesses and corporations around the world would benefit. Not only that, guys, but commerce. I personally believe that commerce is going to be a huge narrative, especially when it comes to crypto commerce. Why is this? Because we're going to see retail investors all over Web3, and they're going to be looking for the cheapest platform in order to buy things online, and all done anonymously. And adding on to the list of narratives, my friends, I'm going to mention Move. Now, what is Move? Move is the language that is used to build the Sui network, and not only the Sui network, but the Aptos blockchain as well. Therefore, Move was designed to build the Sui and Aptos blockchains, and in my opinion, we may even see some more blockchains in the future built using Move. We are seeing many decentralized applications using Move on the Sui and Aptos network, and I personally believe that the Move technology could very well be a narrative of its own, and this is another huge reason as to why I believe in the future of Sui. Now, moving on to the sixth reason as to why I believe Sui can pump up 10x, and that is very simply the meme coins, and this actually kind of ties in with the narratives. Now, the narratives was reason number 5, however, meme coins itself deserves its very own point, and this is because I personally believe that Sui could very well be the next thriving ecosystem for meme coins. Why do I say this? Well, we saw the same thing with Ethereum. So when everyone was using meme coins on the Ethereum network, it eventually became way too expensive to trade meme coins. And then we had the BNB chain come up. They came up and they launched so many meme coins on that network. We saw trading volume go through the roof because it was the next biggest network to be able to facilitate fast and cheap transactions. After that, we saw many other networks follow, and of course, you may even realize that Solana is the network right now, of which has extremely fast and cheap transaction rates, and users are absolutely loving it. Therefore, I personally believe Sui is going to compete with Solana, and we are going to see a huge cluster of meme coins on the Sui network. Now, most people are actually trading their meme coins on the Cetus DEX, of which we've provided a tutorial for you. Here you'll be able to swap meme coins, as you can see down below. We may have some in our wallet, but bear in mind these may be airdropped, so please don't interact with them. Obviously, do your own research. However, the volume of meme coins on the Sui network isn't the best right now, I'm not going to lie to you. However, I personally believe in the very near future, because we've got new protocols coming out, we've got the developer activity coming up on the rise. I personally believe meme coins are going to surge on the Sui network in the very near future, of which I very well hope it does. However, guys, I'm going to leave that reason short and sweet and move on to the 7th reason as to why I believe Sui can 10x. And this is going back to something you've already seen, and that is the very, very beautiful, exciting Sui Play OX1. What is this? Well, this is a handheld gaming device. Now, take a look at this awesome thing. And essentially, my friends, in a nutshell, you are going to be able to play the most ultimate games on this handheld device. Although it costs $600, this looks like the next generation of the PSP and Nintendo Switch all wrapped into one to create the ultimate gaming Web3 experience. Now, users are going to be able to play, they're going to be able to earn, and most importantly, have fun in the palm of their hands anywhere in the world. Now, guys, I think this is going to be the future of gaming. Web3 gaming is going to be absolutely beautiful because everyone's going to have the ability to earn for the time they spend gaming. But if you want to learn more about the Sui Play OX1, you can check it out on their website, of which I'll leave linked in the description below. However, in my personal opinion, guys, this is going to be absolutely huge for Sui, and this could do absolute wonders for the Sui token when it does launch. Now, at the moment, you can obviously give it a pre-order if this is something you are interested in. Hopefully, in the future, my friends, we'll get our hands on one, maybe even earlier, to give you a full review and tutorial on the Sui Play OX1. However, friends, this is a huge reason as to why I'm bullish on Sui. This is very unique. They've innovated to say the least, and I personally believe this is going to be a key reason as to why Sui could 10x. So, on to number 8, and what is this going to be? These are going to be the use cases. Now, the Sui network has ultimate use cases, and this kind of ties in with the narratives. However, as you can see, we've got gaming, which is one of their primary use cases. So as a layer 1 blockchain, guys, they want to host a network and ecosystem of games, and you can obviously believe that because they've got their very own gaming console coming out. We can see that they are going to be offering developers the best suite of tools to build the most ultimate games, and even privacy features to enhance user security. I absolutely love this, guys, and I personally believe this is going to be the future of gaming. Gaming needs a network home and Sui seems to be building that. Now this is one huge use case, guys, and something not to be ignored. The GameFi narrative and use case is absolutely huge. We have also got finance. Now finance, of course, in my opinion, is going to be a key use case. Why is this? Well, we're going to see the world of finance shift on chain. And obviously we're going to see many businesses, many corporations, governments worldwide shift over to the blockchain. And of course, they're going to be looking for a friendly blockchain that is cheap, fast and efficient. Therefore, we have got the ability to conduct transactions as close to market conditions as possible. Builders will be able to create innovative products with liquidity from a native central limit order book. So this is the ultimate network for finance built by Sui, and this is a key use case for their network. Scrolling down to commerce, which was also a narrative that we mentioned, this will enable brands to engage customers with less expense and more value. Integrate digital assets into your product to offer customers a dynamic experience that keeps them coming back. So we're going to see a new level of business to customer integration, and I personally believe that this is going to be another huge use case for Sui. And in my opinion, guys, I don't think these will be the only use cases that we see for Sui. They are still in their early stages, my friends. They haven't been around as long as other layer 1 blockchains have, and in my personal opinion, this could very well grow to be one of the largest layer 1s in the future. So as their network grows, their use cases grow. As their use cases grow, their users grow. As their users grow, the ecosystems grows. Everything is growing around Sui. So number 9, my friends, and that ties into a reason that I just kind of mentioned, and that is the fact that Sui hasn't been around as long as many other networks has, such as the BNB chain, such as Avalanche, such as Polygon. Guys, these are other blockchains that have been around for years. I didn't even include Ethereum or Solana, but as you can see, according to CoinMarketCap, they have only been around since the beginning of May, of which is around 7 months old at the time of recording this video. Now, today, my friends, we are almost entering a bull run, or many would say we are at the very start of a bull run, and the next 6 to 12 months could be glorious. Now, the 9th reason I'm trying to get at, my friends, is the fact that Sui has never experienced a bull run. Now, in the past, when it comes to every other altcoin in the market, guys, we saw unbelievable gains from those tokens. I'm talking 5, 10, 15, 20, 50, 100x gains on so many altcoins, and it was just happening like that. It didn't have to take a lot for it to go pumping up. It was just a little bit of news and the retail investors would go buying and tokens would go flying. Now, in my personal opinion, guys, when the bull run is in full force, Sui is going to experience its first ever bull run and drive to great heights. Now, why am I saying this? Well, we're not even seeing it at the peak of a bull run yet, guys, but we can see the Sui token has surged dramatically in the last few months, being priced around 53 cents at the 6th of August and now at $3.60 on the 4th of December. Wow, what a huge gain, and I really don't think it's over, especially once we're at the peak of a bull run. So guys, that is my 9th reason, and I believe it is a very strong reason. And then my 10th and final reason as to why I believe the Sui network can 10x, my friends, and beyond, is because of the community. Now, the community is me, the community is you, and everyone that hodls the Sui token and uses the Sui network. All of us, guys, we are driving the Sui network to its heights. Without a community, the network will fail. Now, it's clear, of course, by looking at the chart. We've got an increase in the Sui token price. We've got an increase in the Sui developer activity. We've got an increase in Sui users. Guys, we can see that overall, Sui is just climbing to unbelievable heights all in all, and that is thanks to the community. Now, thanks to the community of developers, users, we are all building the Sui network to the layer 1 that it is right now. And in my opinion, without this community, the network will fail. And although I'm not going to show you every single community member in the world of Sui, you can go and take a look at their social media pages. You can go and take a look at their official Discord. You can go and take a look at all their places where they're keeping in touch with their community. Or you can even take a look at YouTube, where you've got people talking about Sui. Guys, people are talking about Sui everywhere. Sui is a token with a strong community. Sui is a network with a serious user base. And in my personal opinion, guys, the community is going to drive it to great heights. And this is why it's my 10th reason. So friends, now that you know all about the reasons as to why I believe Sui can 10x, let's run through some fun price predictions. So, over on CoinMarketCap, to begin with, we can see that the Sui token is currently priced at $3.60 with a market cap of $10.5 billion. It has seen an all-time high of $3.93 only 16 days ago from recording this video. And my friends, I personally believe there is room for so much growth. Now, all in all, it's up over 109% according to CoinMarketCap. In the last year, it's now up over 480%. In the last month alone, 91.45%. And in the last week, 15.2%. It is consistently rising, my friends, and in my opinion, it is not going to stop anytime soon. So if we move over to market cap of, my first price prediction is for the Sui network to climb to the market cap of Toncoin at $16.97 billion, taking Sui up to a price point of $5.79. Now, guys, this could very well happen in the next few weeks, months, or even days. Who knows? But I personally believe this is a nice first stop for the Sui token. And yes, I know this is extremely conservative, but I am a strong believer in the Sui token. Let's just say we are getting closer to the peak of a bull run. Let's just say that most of my reasons as to why I believe Sui could 10x are now being ticked off and actually are coming to life. Well, I would say Sui very well has the potential to reach the market cap of Cardano ADA at $45.45 billion, taking the Sui token up 4.35x to a price point of $15.51. Now, this would be almost around my target of $3.60, where I think it could do a 10x and beyond. This would be a nice first step while we're entering the peak of a bull run. Although this isn't my peak of a bull run price prediction, this would be a nice price point to have for the Sui token. However, let's just go a step beyond this, my friends, and let's say we're at the peak of a bull run. Where can I see the Sui token going? Well, like I said, guys, I personally believe it can do a 10x, but of course, many things will have to play out. Many of the reasons that I've mentioned in this video will have to come to life, like I said, and therefore, if that does happen, Sui very well has the potential to reach the market cap of BNB's current market cap of $110 billion, taking Sui up 10.56x to a price point of $37.69. Now, friends, this is a sort of price point that I know is kind of degen, but in a market where there's going to be trillions of dollars, and if you looked at XRP, which managed to get over $100 billion in just 1 month alone, imagine what Sui can do in the next 9 months. It could very well, in my opinion, aim $110 billion market cap, taking Sui up to $37.69. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I do not give any financial advice. I'm not a fortune teller, so I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but these are just my personal price predictions and my personal opinions. But guys, I just want to give you one more fun price prediction. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but let's just say all of the reasons that I've listed you are ticked off. The Sui gaming handheld console comes out during the bull run and it is a huge success. We see meme coins fly over to the Sui network and Sui becomes the chosen network for retail investors. Then in my personal opinion, guys, just for a fun price prediction, like I said, I don't think it's going to happen, but who knows, it could very well reach the market cap of $150 billion from XRP's market cap, taking Sui up to around a price point of $51, doing a 14x. Now, like I said, guys, I don't think this is going to happen, but it very well has the potential to. For me, anywhere between $25 to $50, I know that's a huge gap, would be some nice targets for the Sui token in the coming bull run. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button because it really shows support on our channel. We have provided 10 reasons as to why we're bullish on not only Sui, but many other altcoins. So if you're interested, feel free to scroll through our YouTube channel and watch those videos. Friends, we can't wait to see you in the next video. And one more thing, but before you go, whether you're new or experienced in the crypto world, if you're ready to harness the true power of Web3, it's time to try the OKX Wallet. Imagine exploring over 80 networks and seamlessly managing all your crypto assets all in one place and fully in your control. With OKX, whether you're on desktop or mobile, you will get access to margin and derivatives trading, an NFT marketplace, a Web3 wallet, and so much more. From trading and sending to interacting with your favorite decentralized applications, OKX Wallet is designed to make your crypto journey effortless and exciting. Ready to dive in? Click the link below and take control of your Web3 experience with the OKX Wallet today.